Mazminat Kiran, our honored guest, who we're very happy is with us.
Thank you very much, Ruthie, for getting me here and infecting these children with the ICANN bug. Thank you very much. And thank you, Roktova, and the wonderful support that you have given Design for Change. It is immeasurable to have somebody like y'all to support an idea. That's all it needs. And then it takes root and it can fly. So today, I am going to tell you a story. Okay? We all grew up listening to stories, and many of them make a huge impact in our lives. Children especially like stories that start with once upon a time and end with happily ever after. So I'm going to share with you one special story that has made a huge impact in my life. It is called Making Someday Today. Once upon a time, there lived a lovely little boy called Yali. I met this delightful boy called Yali yesterday. So, lovely little boy. And just like all little boys, he loved to play games. He loved dreaming big dreams, and he loved pretending that he was Superman. One day when he was out playing, a big truck came and dumped a pile of smelly garbage right in the middle of the park that Yali loved playing in. So this bothered him, and just being Yali, he immediately thought of ways to change the situation. After all, he was Superman, right? So he immediately came up with super ideas and ran to his mama and said, "Mama, can I change it?" What do you think happened? Without even looking up, his mama said, "Yali, you are too young. This is the government's job. What can one person do?" And this is the way it has always been. Yali, being Yali, was not going to give up, so he said, "But Mama, I'm Superman, I can change it." His mother angrily replied, "Yali, Superman is only in fairy tales." And slowly, over the years, Yali went from saying, "Can I?" to "I can't." And one day he did not even notice that there was any problem with the garbage. And all those big dreams of becoming Superman and changing the world were replaced by excuses where nobody noticed anything. Let me tell you a secret. Yali did not know that he lived in a land called procrastination, where everybody said someday instead of today, where everybody said, "It's your job and not mine, and I can't." Then, and life became dull and grey. Then out of the blue one day, he got a letter from his lovely cousin Kate, who told him, "Hey Yali, come and meet me." Okay, and he had not met Kate for a long time. And Kate was always thought of somebody strange in the family. So he said, "Okay, I haven't met you for a long time, so I'm going to come and visit you." And when he landed there, the first thing he heard was a sound of laughter and love and energy and light and colors. And then he saw a more strange sight. He saw Kate right in the middle of a pile of garbage, cleaning it up with her friends. And the worst thing was she was smiling. You don't believe me? Well, this is what Yali saw.
बड़ी-बड़ी बातें करना आसान है, लेकिन उन बातों पे इम्प्लीमेंट करना बहुत मुश्किल है।
And so then Yali asked Kate, Why are you doing this?" Kate said, "Hello, because we like to play here." Then Yali was even more baffled. He said, "But why do you care? Why don't you wait for the government to come and clear it up?" Then Kate said something very surprised. She said, "My God, why should we wait when we can do it?" Let me tell you another secret. Yali did not know that Kate lived in a land called imagination, where everyone said, "I can," instead of "Can I?" And they said "today" instead of "someday." And then Kate took Yali to the land of imagination, where children all over the world were changing the bad and making it good with the power of their ideas. The first land Kate took Yali was to the land of Bhutan, with tiny little children, 11 and 10 years and 11 years old, were changing the situation of packaged food and making Bhutan a cleaner, better place. So much so that at the end of their story, the king came and met the children. Well, here is Yali in Bhutan. So here were children feeling. Plastic was everywhere. Feel. They went to the landfill. So they imagine saying no to packaged food. So here are 10 and 11-year-olds, not waiting for some adult to come and change the world. So what about other schools? Share. So they went to the conferences. They went to meet the UNICEF with their program. They came on television and radio. They went school to school to school, not giving up. Presented to officials. They made alternatives to packaged food. And then they met the king. He heard about their project and said, this is what the young citizen has to be. And they were able to infect 80 other schools with their fantastic idea. And then Yali said, has Yali come? Yali! Hey! And that's my Yali. And then Kate took Yali to the United States of America, where again grade 5 children decided, my God, okay, we can't get out of the school and do all these wonderful things, but we can stay in school and change the world. So here are children in the United States of America. Advertising.
Our teacher introduced us to the Design for Change contest. He taught us about Gandhi and his words. You be the change you want to see in the world. Even though we are in 5th grade, we learned that we can make small changes which can ripple out to larger circles. We now know that we are more powerful than we first imagined. It's funny with imagination.
It's funny with imagination. It is.
We came up with our slogan of Advertise for Change. Positive messages for positive change. The emphasis is on adding to what we see all around the school. We plan to be the change we want to see in the world.
And the last, Yali took them to India. And in India, there were children in grade 6 who were working with the mentally challenged children. And then they realized while they were working with those children that that center did not have money for a physiotherapist and physiotherapy equipment. They said, okay, we have to do this. We have to change the situation and make it better. Look at what they did. So they interacted with the children for a whole year, became buddies.
हमारे बच्चे स्पेशल बच्चे हैं, वो भी अपना कुछ अपने अंदर की जो बातें हैं उनके साथ व्यक्त करें और उनकी जो फीलिंग्स है वो आपकी नॉर्मल बच्चे समझ के और उस हिसाब से उनका जो डेवलपमेंट है, जो डिले है, उसमें कुछ फ़र्क हो जाए, प्रोग्रेस हो जाए, ऐसा हम सोच रहे हैं।
So children said first we used to only collect money, but now we're actually working with the children.
Then we feel like, yes, we have achieved something.
So they decided to come up with an auction of paintings with their buddies to raise funds. No going home and asking, Mama, give me money. So here are the children working.
In an auction, the painting can be sold from a much higher price than its normal price. And if it's for 2,000 for the painting, then I will feel like I should get that. I want to bid more, I want to show. So I'll bid for 2,100. Then somebody else will tell more, and then slowly it becomes real.
And then they ran the auction. They wanted to get one physiotherapist and one equipment. They were able to raise money for the entire world. The gods must hear you.
I think they were doing from heart. They wanted really the money and they wanted to help. Their emotions were very clear that Prabhat should come up and should get all these things.
That was just amazing to see that they had done everything, that they had ran with this project, that they did it with someone, and you know, it was their idea to come up with the money. It was just touching, very, very touching.
All that is necessary for the triumph of evil is for good people to do nothing. So, Yali was stunned. Okay? Here were children actually changing the world. His mother was wrong. Superman was not a fairy tale. Superman was in all of these children in front of him. He was very excited. He asked Kate what was the magic potion that has infected these children with the eye-can bug. So Kate told Yali, he said, Yali, you don't need permission to change the world. All you have to do is use the simple formula. Feel, imagine, do, and share. First, you have to feel anything that bothers you. It could be garbage, loneliness, heavy school bags. But for this, you have to look outside your heart. You have to think not with your mind, but with your heart. And then you have to imagine. Imagine a way to make it better. Brainstorm with your friends. Think outside the box. Think courageously. Think beyond the obvious. And then you just have to go and do it. Go out there, change the situation. Even if it is changing the life of one child, but it is something. And remember, you cannot change somebody's life without it changing yours. And then the most important part which you've done just today is share. Share your ideas so that other children will be infected with the eye-can bug. And if that was not enough, Yali was stunned to see that there were 25 million children and million superheroes all over the world, changing the world and making it better. He returned home, ready to be the change. Now, Yali had the magic potion. So he took imagination, turned procrastination into transformation. And with that, Yali and his friends were transforming the world and saying, "Ezi Yofi," again and again. And that's how someday became today. So thank you so much.